The Three Questions. One day, Emperor Akbar was talking with one of his ministers. During this discussion, the emperor praised Birbal a lot. This praise did not make the minister happy. This minister had a great willingness to become the chief advisor. He thought he was very intelligent and wise. But Birbal was the big obstacle to this. Moreover, the emperor also had a very good impression of Birbal. Therefore, the minister was ready to say bad things about Birbal and his wisdom as soon as the opportunity arose. Hearing the emperor's praise for Birbal that day, he was very angry. Hence, very furiously, he said whatever came to his mind about Birbal. "Your Majesty, I think that you are giving undue importance to Birbal for no reason." The emperor asked, "But Birbal is more clever than any other advisor in my court. No one can give logical and proper solutions to any problem as Birbal does." Then the minister said, "Emperor, you are praising Birbal in vain. He is not as wise as you say. If you say that Birbal is so smart, then let him answer my 3 questions. After that, I could believe that he was so smart if he could answer my questions correctly. If he cannot give correct answers to my 3 questions, I request that he should be removed from his position." The emperor agreed and said, "Well, what are your questions?" The minister told his questions to the emperor. "My lord, the first question is that, how many stars are in the sky? The second one is that, where is the center of the earth? The third one is that, what is the exact number of men and women in the world?" The emperor was very impressed with the minister's questions and wondered about his wisdom. On the one hand, this is a good opportunity to test Birbal. The emperor likes to check Birbal anyway. The emperor is very keen to see how Birbal solves problems. At that time, the emperor sent a message to Birbal to come to the palace. Birbal came and met the Emperor Akbar at the palace. The emperor told Birbal that the minister has made a challenge for him with 3 questions. And if Birbal is unable to give the right answers to these questions, he will be suspended from his position. "Yes, Majesty. What are the questions?" Birbal asked. The emperor told Birbal the 3 questions. "My lord, I will answer those questions after 5 hours in court." Birbal then left the palace and went home. He asked his servant to bring a sheep with abundant hair. After 5 hours, the council of ministers and the advisors convened immediately. Birbal came to the court with the sheep. The emperor asked Birbal to give answers to the minister's questions. Birbal stood up and said, pointing at the minister, "My lord, the first question of this minister was, how many stars are in the sky?" "Emperor, the answer is that there are as many stars in the sky as the hair on this sheep's body." If this minister has a doubt, you can ask this minister himself to count and find out. "My lord, the second question was, what is the center of the earth?" Then the Birbal marked a point on the ground and said, "My lord, this point is the center of the earth." If the minister is doubtful, he may measure it and find out. "My lord, the third question was, what is the exact number of men and women separately in the world?" It is very difficult to find out the number of men and women separately, because some people like this minister have created a problem. These people can neither be counted among men nor women. Therefore, if such people are killed, I will be able to count the exact number of men and women." All the advisors and ministers laughed except for one minister who asked the questions. However, that minister left the court without uttering a single word. The emperor was proud of his choice and Birbal's wisdom as well.